Have you ever used XLOOKUP or VLOOKUP and received a result and assumed that it was correct, only to discover later that Excel had returned the wrong match? This commonly happens when the value you are searching for appears more than once. For example, imagine that you need to convert different currency transactions into a particular currency like US dollar. You have the transaction date, currency, and the amount. You also have a currency master that contains different exchange rates for every month. If you search only for the currency such as euro, XLOOKUP will return the first euro exchange rate it finds from the top or maybe from the bottom also. They are very lazy functions. It will not automatically understand which month or year that exchange rate should belong to. So in this situation, currency alone is not enough. We need Excel to match three conditions: year, month, and the currency. Now in this video, I will show you two ways to solve this problem. First, we will create a unique matching key using a helper column, and after that I will show you how to perform the same multiple criterias without creating any additional column. Let's get started. What happens? VLOOKUP or XLOOKUP, they give only one matching value, and by default they give matching value from the top. Now in this situation, this is a little complex scenario, okay, but many people might have faced it. I'm having an invoice date, the transaction currency, and this is the currency amount, that particular currency amount, 5,000 euros, 1980 African rands, okay, Indian rupees, USD and all. What I want is, I want the USD amount. I want the USD amount. And my accounting department has prepared a currency master, okay, for different months, a particular currency. This was the exchange rate to USD. This was the exchange rate to USD. Now, how do you think we can overcome this issue? So first problem is, we need to find the exchange rate relevant to this particular date for this particular currency. What is common between the two areas? The common thing between the two areas is the first thing which looks like currency. Okay, fine. Euro. Euro is the currency. But euro, this one is coming over here. It's coming over here also. It's coming again over here also. Which one should I find? If I give it to XLOOKUP or if I give it to VLOOKUP, they will find the top one. They will find this one. They will not even care about the bottom ones. Okay? XLOOKUP, I can modify it and I can brainwash it to find it from the bottom side. It will look from the bottom side. But that's the end. So the matching values over here is not just currency. It is multiple things. There is a time aspect of that exchange rate. So what we can do? So first is, we can go for three things. There are three things common. One is the year. Second one is the month of that transaction. And third one is the currency of that transaction. These three things are common. Right or wrong? These three things are common. Now I need to find the three things on this side also. So currency is there, that's fine. But here only date is there. So I need to extract the year component and the month component out of this date, and then only I can have three things on both sides. I can have three things on the both sides. Okay. So the way to solve this is, you first create a key, common key. So I am just trying to write year of this cell. What it gives? It gives me, it gives me the year. And if I combine it with month of the same cell, that gives me year and month. So 2017 is the year, 11 is the month, 2017 is the year, and 10 is the month. October means 10, September means 9. So two things there. And the third thing is, I'm joining one more thing, and that is currency. So on this side also I'm having now three things. On the right side also I'm having three things, but they are separated. And VLOOKUP and XLOOKUP, they say I can only find one value. Because in my formula, when I talk about my formula, XLOOKUP or VLOOKUP, it says give me the lookup value. So here also what I will do, I will try to create a matching key, same combination. So I will say equal year and month and currency, and that also gives me the same kind of common combination, combined key, and let's call it key, matching key, because then only the correct matching is happening, because this combination will not be repeated over here. If I select this cell, this particular column, and go for conditional formatting, and I say go for duplicate values, highlight duplicate values, you will not even find any one duplicate value. But when I was talking about only one currency, this column, there were so many duplicates. So this is a unique key. And when it is unique, then our VLOOKUP and XLOOKUP can help. So yes, basically I'm trying to concatenate or combine the three things on both sides. Once they are available on both sides, then only it will be possible to complete the result. So now since I'm having the matching key, why can't I say XLOOKUP, get into the action. You need to find this whole thing which was not there originally, but I just created it. You need to find this. Okay, fine. I will find where lookup array. I will say please find it in column G. Just for the sake of laziness, I'm selecting the whole column. Otherwise, be very specific on what you select. So, column G, comma, where do you want to get the returning results? I want to get the returning results from column K, exchange rate. Close the bracket. And because I'm using the whole column, column G and column K, I'm not putting dollars, because vertically when I move between the lines, column will still remain column. If I give a specific range, then movement can create the issue. But for the sake of like peace of mind, we can say, okay, dollars put over here, dollars over here also. And when I press enter, let's look at the results. Control Shift tilde. Okay, that is the result which I am getting. Let's understand if it is correct or not. Let's match euro for November 17. Euro for November 17, 1.1227, 1.1227. So looking fine. Let's check one more random value. South African rand, March 17. So where is March? March is here, and that is 0.0775. Is it that correct one? 0.0775. Anything wrong, guys? What we are doing over here? That's October. Okay, not March. Yeah, that's correct. I was looking for this row, right? That's correct. That is correct. So that way you will be doing VLOOKUP when there are multiple things common. So whenever you are facing the challenge that there are multiple possibilities, okay, so try to make it unique by some other ways. So this is how we make it unique. Now let me tell you a trick over here. Okay, I created this extra column, right? I created this extra column. Let's try to do it without creating the extra column, without actually creating the extra column. I will go over here, and this can be like tricky. This can be dangerous in some scenarios. So look at this, what I am writing. So I am writing until here, that's fine. Okay. I am saying XLOOKUP, get me this combination. But imagine that this combination, this column G is not there. It is missing. Imagine that. And whatever was the original data, that is only possible. So there is a possibility that the range which I am giving, I can say, I'm just trying to try it. Okay, maybe working, maybe not working, but let's try. So I'm trying to say, I need to go for this year column, freeze, combined with, I'm giving the whole column and then I'm joining it with the month column. Again, I'm freezing, and I'm again saying, okay, one more and, because I want the currency component also. Currency from here until the end, and freeze. So what I'm saying, I am virtually combining them within the formula. It should work, but let's see if it works or doesn't work. So I'm saying VLOOKUP, XLOOKUP, please find this where? In this thing. So it was originally not having the combined column, but I'm trying to dynamically do it, and look at this amazing thing. It is showing the interim value 2017, 12 and ZAR. That means it is working. It is showing the result that this area, what result it will give me. So it will give the results most probably. Okay. So two portions are done for the XLOOKUP, and I will say XLOOKUP, there is one more thing which is left. What you will give me in the form of result, and I will select this range. Freeze it again. So I gave the exchange rate. So the trick was this portion. The trick was this portion, that I combined them virtually. Now, if there are hundreds of thousands of rows, then do not try this. Okay, because that will put so much effort on your system. When the data set is small, then maybe you can try it, because it's much easier than doing an extra column. Let's go for closing over here and enter. Look at this. The results are actually same. They're exactly same. So why would I go for creating any additional thing if I can get it worked like this? Okay. So by nature, I am very lazy man. Like today, I can tell you, today my wife was cutting guava, and my daughter was asking, I want to eat mango. I said, why don't you eat guava? It is readily available. But she was saying, no, I want mango only. So by nature, I am very lazy man. Whatever is available, I will try to make it work through that. But if you don't know those many tricks, if you are not able to manage that laziness, then go for the manual steps. Otherwise, be lazy, and that will make you more creative. Okay, it will try to like find some new solutions which you might have never thought, and many times they work also. It's just that we never try. Okay, now I want you to think about your own Excel files. Where do you need to match more than one condition? It could be employee and month. It could be product and region, customer and date, or something completely different. Share your examples in the comments below. And if you found this technique useful, please like the video and subscribe to the channel for more practical Excel solutions that can save you a lot of time at your workplace. Also share this video with someone who frequently uses VLOOKUP or XLOOKUP. It may help them to avoid very common mistakes and sometimes very costly lookup mistakes. Thank you for watching. I will see you in the next video.